Hi everyone, I'm Blake.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Marin.
Today we are going to show you how to play Legendary Showdown.
But first, I recommend expanding the screen and ensuring the HD setting is on so you can see the cards better.
Legendary Showdown is a comical game of epic battles for 2 to 7 players.
It's recommended for ages 12 and up and takes about 30 to 60 minutes to play depending on the number of players.
In this game there are two kinds of cards, playing cards and character cards. The backside of playing cards have a dark design and character cards have a lighter design.
To start a new game of Legendary Showdown, deal each player 5 character cards and place those cards in a line. Alternatively, you can deal fewer character cards for a shorter game. The characters nearest the center of the table are at the front of each line, and the characters closest to each player are at the back of the line. This will be important later since only the front characters battle.
Because we are demonstrating the game on a computer screen with limited space, we are going to arrange our lines just a little differently than usual and only deal 3 character cards to each player. This will allow you to see the cards better without changing the gameplay or mechanics.
The character cards are a lot of fun, so be sure to read the cards and enjoy them.
Some of my favorites are Gordito, Dr. McNinja's 12-year-old sidekick who grew a mustache through sheer force of will, dinosaur invaders from space who were friendly until they learned about fossil fuels, and peg-faced pirates.
Some of my favorites include Sparkle Lord, the evil unicorn, Ice Cream Cake, and Franz Rainer. Every movie role offered to Chuck Norris was first turned down by Franz Rainer.
Legendary Showdown is played in a series of rounds, and it's your goal to end each round having the strongest character. To start the first round, deal 5 playing cards to each player, and remember, you only get to draw new cards at the start of a new round. To keep things simple, this round we are going to discuss the basic rules while only using weapon cards, bonus cards, and a few action cards. Next round we will talk about some additional types of cards and how to use them.
To determine who starts the round, look at the front character in each line. The player with the weakest front character goes first.
Hey, that's me. Since my character, Chuck Goodrich, has the lowest points, I go first. Now, each player has all the cards that he or she needs to have a good chance of winning. The key to winning, however, is using wit and timing to play those cards correctly. This round, I'm going to demonstrate the wrong way to play by using all of my cards right at the beginning. First, I will give Chuck Goodrich Chainsaw Nunchucks. Chainsaw Nunchucks is a weapon card that makes my character stronger. All weapon cards have a red title at the top, and the card's point value on the top right corner. A description of what the weapon does can be found at the bottom. Chainsaw Nunchucks adds 5 points to my character's strength, giving him a total of 8 points. Now that I have the strongest front character, I should probably stop and save my cards for the next round, but I choose to keep going instead. On my turn, I can play as many cards as I like, so I give Dr. McNinja a katana. A katana is also a weapon card, and weapon cards can be played on any character. I will also play Anti-Zombie Suit on Chuck Goodrich, which is a bonus card that gives the character an additional 3 points. Bonus cards have a blue title. Like weapon cards, bonus cards also have a point value and a description. Each character can have 1 weapon card and 1 bonus card. I will also give Dr. McNinja a bonus card of an extra gun taped on, adding 1 point to his strength, giving him a total of 12 points. Finally, I will give Yoshi, the 3rd character in my line, a pistol, which is a 3-point weapon card. And now I'm ready to end my turn, so the player on my left goes next.
If I'm going to win, I need to make sure that I can beat Blake's front character. To do that, I'm going to start by strengthening my front character, Vengeful Dolphin, with a bazooka. A bazooka is a weapon, but instead of adding points like chainsaw nunchucks or katanas, a bazooka gives a character a base point value of 10, regardless of the character's original points. That's like saying Vengeful Dolphin is now worth 10 points. Notice that chainsaw nunchuck says +5 in the upper right hand corner, whereas the bazooka card says character value equals 10 points. Now Vengeful Dolphin is worth 10 points, but that's not enough to beat Chuck Goodrich, so I'm going to give Chuck Eye Knives as well. Eye Knives is a weapon card that gives a character a base point value of 1, regardless of the character's original value. Since each character can only have 1 weapon, Eye Knives replaces Chuck Goodrich's Chainsaw Nunchucks. Remember when we said that weapon cards and bonus cards can be played on any character? That includes characters in other players' lines, so they can be used to strengthen your characters or sabotage someone else's. With his eye knives and anti-zombie suit, Chuck Goodrich is now worth a total of 4 points. Take that.
Aw, dang.
Since I now have the lead, I will end my turn. You're up, Marin.
I'm going to start my turn by playing some action cards. Action cards will allow you to do all kinds of interesting things. When you play an action card, you simply follow the instructions written on the card. First, I will play Strategy. Strategy allows me to advance my line once. Advancing your line simply means that your front character goes to the back of the line, giving you a different front character. This sends my Dinosaur Invader to the back of my line, and Sparkle Lord, an evil unicorn, is now at the front. Sparkle Lord is tough, but not tough enough to beat a vengeful dolphin with a bazooka. Fortunately, I have another action card called Why Did I Throw My Gun?, which allows me to make any one character discard all weapons and bonus cards. I choose to play it on Mark's vengeful dolphins. Why did you throw your gun, Mark?
I don't know.
Now I'm in a lead, so I choose to end my turn.
Now that everyone has had a chance to play some cards, it's my turn again. Players can continue taking turns until the round ends, and the round doesn't end until all players but one in a row pass without playing any cards. Since we have 3 players, that means the round ends when 2 players in a row pass. I don't have any cards left, so I have to pass. Go ahead, Mark.
Now it's my turn again. I could choose to pass, but that would mean that 2 players in a row passed, which would end the round, and I would lose, and I don't want that. I'm guessing that Marin still has a few good cards, so I'm going to try to bluff and get her to reveal her hand. Hey Marin.
Yes, Mark?
I don't have any cards that will help me win right now, but since you ruined my strategy, I'm taking you down with me. I'm going to play Mustache of Authority, which allows me to advance any player's line once. I choose to advance Blake's line, putting Dr. McNinja at the front.
Haha, I'm back in the game.
Ooh, you played dirty.
Yes, I do. Well, that ends my turn. Good luck, Marin.
Hey, don't count me out yet. I have just the card to get out of this situation. I'm gonna play Unmask. In the Adventures of Dr. McNinja, sometimes characters wear lifelike masks to disguise themselves. Unmask is an action card that allows me to replace any character card with another randomly drawn character card to see who is actually hiding beneath that mask. This can be risky because the new character could be stronger or weaker than the original character. But with a base value of 9 points, Dr. McNinja is already one of the strongest characters in the game, so I'm going to give it a shot. And it turns out that Dr. McNinja was really the clone of Ben Franklin. Excellent!
Aw, dang.
It turns out that we've been fighting the clone of Ben Franklin in a Dr. McNinja mask all along. We've only removed his mask, so he gets to keep his weapon and bonus cards. That means he's now worth 2 base points, plus 2 for the katana, plus 1 for the bonus card, for a total of 5 points. That's not bad for a clone, but it won't be enough for him to win, and with that, I end my turn.
Well, that means it's my turn again, but once more, I don't have any cards, so I will have to pass. Go ahead, Mark.
That makes it my turn. Now that Marin is just about out of cards, I'm going to make my move and hope for the best. I will give my front character a katana, which is a weapon card, and light him on fire using a bonus card for a total of 9 points.
How is lighting your character on fire a bonus?
Well, you see, Marin, ninjas can't catch you if you're on fire.
Naturally. Now that Mark is out of cards, it's my turn. Since Blake and Mark are out of playing cards, I know they will both pass on their turns, ending the round. That means this will be my last turn this round. Fortunately, I've managed to keep a few cards in reserve. I'll start by giving my front character a katana.
Yeah, but that's not going to be enough to win.
No, but it's enough to beat your second character. Next, I will play Mustache of Authority to advance your line.
Well played.
And that ends my turn.
And I'm out of cards still, so once again, I pass.
Me too, so I pass as well, and with 2 of us passing in a row, the round ends.
To determine who won, we just add up their points. I had 8 points, Blake had 5 points, and Mark had 6 points. Since I had the most points, I win. Losing characters, along with their weapons and bonuses, are placed in the discard pile, while winning characters survive to fight another round and move to the back of their lines. Notice that Mark and Blake only have 2 characters now. When they run out of characters, they're out of the game, and the last player standing wins.
Well played, Marin.
Thanks!
Well, now that you've seen the basics, let's add a few more card types and really make things interesting.
In this round, we will also be using face-down cards and instant cards in addition to weapon, bonus, and action cards.
Just like the first round, we start by dealing every player up to 5 playing cards. Now, if a player had leftover cards from the previous round, he or she could choose to discard them now, or keep the cards and just draw fewer new cards. The important thing is that everyone starts with 5 playing cards. Once again, the player with the weakest character in the front of their line goes first.
It looks like I start. Notice that Gordito is normally stronger than Yoshi, but since Yoshi is equipped with a pistol, it makes him stronger, so Gordito starts the round. I'm going to play a face-down card. Face-down cards are played, well, face down. They give a secret bonus to whichever character is at the front of your line when the round ends. This bonus can give your front character 1, 2, or 3 extra points depending on the card, or protect your character even if you lose by sending a clone to battle in his place. 1-point face-down cards are the most common. 3-point face-down cards and just a clone cards are rare. I will also give Gordito a bonus by duct taping an extra gun on. Now, with the face-down card, Gordito could be worth anything from 8 points with a clone card to 11 points. Only I know how strong he really is, and that ends my turn.
Well, now it's my turn, and I don't know how strong Gordito actually is anymore, so I'm going to play it safe and lay down 2 face-down cards. Unlike weapon and bonus cards, you can have as many face-down cards as you can play. Now Yoshi is worth anything from 10 points to 15 points. Chances are that he's worth less than 15 points, but I can't know for certain. Go ahead, Mark.
Things are really getting interesting now. Gordito and Yoshi could be very strong, but maybe not. I'm going to bet they're pretty strong and play it safe. I'm going to start by giving Mongo the Uber Ninja chainsaw nunchucks, and then I'm going to duct tape a gun to them.
Just when I thought chainsaw nunchucks couldn't get any scarier, you go and tape a gun to him.
Now I'm definitely in the lead, and I'd like to see anyone just try to beat that.
Wish granted. I'm going to play an action card called Let's Do This Together. This card is played next to the line of my choice, face up. At the end of the round, whichever 2 characters are at the front of that line will combine their points and fight together. But if they lose together and both get discarded. I'm taking a big risk, but I think it'll be a great move, so I'm going to play it on my line. If the round were to end right now, my 2 front characters would have a combined total of 13 points plus a face-down card. I can do even better than that, though. I'm also going to play Sick Nasty. Sick Nasty lets me swap the position of 2 characters in any one line. I'm going to make Sparklelord and my Dinosaur Invader switch places. As always, their bonuses and weapons go with them. Now that my 2 front characters are worth 16 points plus a face down. Now that'll be hard to beat.
Challenge accepted. Legendary Showdown is a game of one-upsmanship, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace Yoshi's pistol with the most terrifying weapon in the game, Dracula's Moon Laser. Dracula's Moon Laser adds 99 points to Yoshi's score, but it comes at a cost. As explained in the card details, Dracula's Moon Laser will also destroy the character using it. The only way to use Dracula's Moon Laser and survive is by playing a rare, just-to-clone face-down card, which I may or may not have. I'm not going to say. Even if I don't have a face-down, just-a-clone card, it will be worth the sacrifice to take out Mongo the Uber Ninja and both of Marin's front characters who are fighting together this round. And that's my turn.
Talk about a turn of events. Now I either need to rearrange my line to spare Mongo for the next round, or try to find a way to get rid of the Moon Laser. I could replace it with a different weapon card, but I don't have any left in my hand. Fortunately, I do have a "Why did I just throw my gun" card. Blake, why did you just throw your gun?
Haha, I didn't. I canceled that action using Greetings from the Future. Greetings from the Future is an instant card that allows me to cancel action cards or instant cards immediately after they are played.
Gah! In that case, I play Mustache of Authority to advance your line once, putting Yoshi and his Moon Laser in the back of the line.
Well, you got me there.
Go ahead, Marin.
I have one card left, but I'm gonna save it just in case I need it later. I think I have a good chance of winning this round. I pass. Go ahead, Blake.
Well, fortunately, I have an action card called Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb allows me to rearrange up to 3 adjacent characters in my line any way I choose. Since I only have 2 characters, I'm going to pick them and put Yoshi and his moon laser back in the front.
Dang it.
You're up, Mark.
I have just one card left, which will allow me to move Mongo to safety by putting my Vengeful Dolphin in the front. But if I play it now, Marin could possibly counteract it on her turn. Since Marin is also losing, I'm going to assume that she will play her card, so the round won't end, and I can have one last turn to play my card and spare Mongo so he can fight next round. I pass.
Actually, my last card won't help me, so I'm going to pass too.
No!
2 players in a row passed, so that ends the round. Remember, players can pass even if they have cards, so the round can end before you are ready, if you aren't careful. If you play cards too soon, someone else can counteract them. But if you wait too long, you might not get a chance to play your cards at all. Now, let's see how this round ended. My 2 face-down cards are Just a Clone and Surprise Attack, which is worth 2 points. That means I have a total of 107 points. Normally, I would lose Yoshi as well, since he is using Dracula's moon laser. But, since he had a Just a Clone card, he survives, win or lose.
I had Mongo the Uber Ninja with chainsaw nunchucks with an extra gun taped on for a total of 16 points. That's pretty good, but it's nothing compared to a moon laser.
Oh, this is terrible! I just lost 2 characters. Gordito and Sparkle Lord, along with their weapons and bonuses, are worth a combined total of 16 points. With their 3-point critical strike face down card, they're worth 19 points. That's enough to beat Mongo and his chainsaw nunchucks, but not enough to beat a moon laser wielding raptor. The moon laser is pretty much impossible to beat, so you have to react by replacing it, removing it, or rearranging lines. We didn't do so well with that this round, so Mark and I lost.
Now, since Yoshi survived, he takes his moon laser and moves to the back of the line. Since Mark and Marin lost, their characters are discarded. Mark discards Mongo the Uber Ninja, along with Mongo's weapons and bonus. That was a pretty sweet setup. Sorry, Mark. Marin loses both Sparkle Lord and Gordito since she played Let's Do This Together. Mark and Marin both have 1 playing card left. When it's time to draw cards for the next round, they could choose to keep their card and draw 4, or discard their cards and draw 5.
For the sake of time, we won't play another round, but normally you would keep playing additional rounds until only 1 player remained. When a player loses his last character card, he is out of the game.
You can see there are a lot of ways to play your cards, and a sneaky player can quickly change the momentum of the battle.
To end up with the strongest character and win a round, you can play weapon and bonus cards to strengthen or sabotage characters. You can move lines around, play secret face-down cards, combine characters, or try to cause a round to end prematurely to your advantage.
There are a lot of ways to play each round, and even when you lose, the game is a blast to play.
Now, there are a few simple rules that we didn't discuss, so we'll address those now.
When starting a round, if 2 or more characters are tied for the weakest front character, you just look at the second character in the line to see who's weakest, and so on.
In the event that 2 players tie at the end of a round, those players engage in sudden death round of rock, paper, scissors. Alternatively, they can spin a challenge coin.
There are a few brave 3-point time travelers and superhero characters, namely Chuck Goodrich, Mayor Chuck Goodrich, and B-Man, who are willing to lay down their lives for another character in their line. They can be discarded at the end of the round instead of another character who is supposed to die.
Lastly, some cards have symbols that allow you to trade them for other cards. 2 cards with this symbol can be discarded to draw 1 new playing card. Cards containing a total of 3 of this symbol can be discarded to add a brand new character to the back of your line.
There are also some additional action cards that we didn't use in these rounds, but the descriptions on those cards are easy to follow and won't need an explanation.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support on this Kickstarter.